People are constantly looking to upgrade cameras, find new gear, and just buy them for fun. We look for a ton of value in cameras and what they can do for us. So today, I'm going to be talking about some things I hate and some things I love about the EOS-R and if it's worth buying 6 months after release. But first of all, some quick background information. A few months ago, you may have remembered that I uploaded a video titled Why I Traded My GH5 for 6D Mark II. Yeah, well, I never really touched the 6D Mark II because I never ended up vlogging, so I continued my search for a second camera, something that I could use for weddings, and I was originally thinking about the 5D Mark IV, but I caved in and bought the EOS-R minutes later. So let's kick off this video with the 7 things that I love about the EOS-R, the things that really caught my eye and really made me want to keep this camera. First thing is the eye autofocus. I love this feature so much. So as someone who generally shoots a lot of portraits, eye autofocus changes the game for me. The ability to make sure that the subject's eyes are in focus is amazing. I'm a big guy on eyes. All my models have to have really nice eyes or an amazing gaze, and having this feature truly enhances the feeling and sharpness to my photo. The second thing that I love about the EOS-R is the focus peaking. It's something that I generally miss on my DSLR cameras. When I was using the GH5, I loved using focus peaking for music videos and just any other videos to give myself that control over the focus. It's really amazing, and being able to actually see what's in and out of focus is 10 times better, especially when you're focusing manually. The next thing is the swivel screen. The swivel screen allows me to do so many different things. It allows me to shoot at so many different angles from low to high. One main issue of getting low angles would be that I would have to lay down to get the extremely low angle, but using this swivel screen, I can literally lay the camera down on the ground, put the swivel screen so it's flat on the ground, and be able to see and angle my camera and get the lowest possible, extremely low looking up angle that I possibly can. And this adds for such a nice effect, and I love every bit of it. So this next one might just be me being a nerd, but I like that you can focus while using the electronic viewfinder using an LCD screen. Basically what you do is you use your finger while you're using electronic viewfinder, which is basically the live viewfinder inside the eyepiece. If you guys don't know what it is, it's pretty much you seeing live view while you're looking through the eyepiece. DSLRs don't have this. This is a mirrorless camera thing. Everything is electronic when it comes down to it. So pretty much I can use my finger to drag it across the LCD screen and be able to focus while looking through the electronic viewfinder, pick where I want to focus, which you can't normally do when you look through the eyepiece, which is something that I really love. And of course, we cannot forget the resolution. In both photo and video, I really love the quality that comes out of this camera. The video is super sharp, and it comes with a C-Log profile built in, which is great for filmmakers like me, so we don't have to drop an extra 100 for a color profile or even hunt down some fake ones. Thank you, Canon, for giving us a C-Log. Aside from that, the photos come out at 30.3 megapixels, and I love the quality that comes out because it's super sharp. Everything is in focus, especially with that IAF and that beautiful sharpness that comes out of the EOS-R altogether. The camera itself at high speed continuous shooting shoots pretty fast. It's actually at 5 shots a second, I believe, and that's okay. That's about a third of my 1DX2, but honestly I would not need that many shots unless I was shooting sports or something moving super fast. And I've had it have to buffer a few times when I was trying to shoot some freeze frame shots, but honestly it all works out pretty well. And the last thing that I love about the EOS-R is that I get Wi-Fi. I can control my camera from my phone. I can do so many things without even having to touch the camera. All I have to do is turn it on, and I can control it from my phone and just do whatever I want. Take photos, take videos, just set up and change the settings just because. Now enough of the goody stuff, all the love, all the beautiful things about the EOS-R. Let's talk about the things that I don't like. So the first thing I'm going to talk about is the memory card slots. So I'm jumping down from 2 memory cards, a CF and a CFast, down to 1 SD card. And you know, it's not really a big a deal, but honestly, if I was out shooting a lot and I'm gonna have to keep switching cards, it gets really irritating, gets really annoying. It depends how long I'm shooting, if I'm shooting all day, if I have back-to-back shoots. you know, sometimes I just really love to have that extra memory card so I can separate files and whatnot also. Now I might get a lot of hate for this one, but there is no 4K 60 option, and you know, sometimes I might want to record some super duper high quality beautiful things that I can slow down in post-production, but I can't do it because the max frame rate for this is 30 frames per second at 4K, which is not really big of a deal because, you know, I can always use 1080, but the fact that I could have done it on my 1DX2 at 4K 60 is just, you know, I wish that they just implemented that extra 30 frames. Now this one really bugs me, and you know, some people may not be bugged about it, but I really am bugged about it. So when switching from photo to video mode, I'm gonna have to go through a series of buttons, 2 to 3 different buttons, and I'd rather just have a quick switch like I do with the 1DX2, as like switch, just flip it from photo to video mode. I know that I can record straight to a custom shooting mode by just pressing the record button, but there are times where I'd rather just completely have control and not want to jump into that custom shooting mode right away, and I don't want to have to go through 3 different buttons because sometimes I just want to make the flip and record right away, you know? This next issue is going to be for those people switching from DSLRs to mirrorless. It's going to be really annoying at first until you finally get used to it, or you may not even ever get used to it because I don't think I ever will. The EVF disruption, so when the electronic viewfinder gets disrupted, well, the live view. So pretty much what goes down is I'm trying to use my live view monitor and see what I'm shooting, and then occasionally I might like move my finger across the electronic viewfinder and it switches so my screen goes black, and it really disturbs my shoot and it just gets annoying. It just gets irritating over time, but you know, it's just something I have to get used to. I have to be aware of the electronic viewfinder, not move anything in front of it. But you know, I would just prefer that, you know, I mean, I know I can turn it off, but you know, I'd rather just be able to not have to deal with that, and I can change the sensitivity, I can do whatever, but still, I don't like that. And the last thing that I really hate about the EOS-R, and this could be a game changer for some of you, it's the battery life. Now, because it's a mirrorless camera, everything is electronic, you're constantly using the battery, constantly draining the battery, and I know I can turn the camera off or I can do auto power off, but I'd love to have the camera on as much as possible so I can always capture those moments right away and not have to wait for the camera to boot up, wait for the camera to turn on, make sure I'm in the right mode when it's on. I just want to be able to pick up that camera, leave it on just for a little bit, and you know, just be able to shoot without having to change the battery so much. So switching from the 1DX2 with that huge hefty battery to a smaller LPE6 that's very common amongst DSLRs, to be able to just have some more better battery life when it comes down to it. All in all, I've grown to really love shooting with the EOS-R. I was in search for a second camera for weddings, so the general requirement was to shoot fast, shoot good quality, and be able to keep up with my workflow. The EOS-R has been showing amazing results based off all the things I've shot with it so far, and I've been using it non-stop next to my 1DX2. The work that comes out of it is insane. Is the EOS-R worth buying 6 months after release? Yes. If you're looking for something lightweight, super flexible, amazing for photos, and pretty awesome for videos, the EOS-R is an insane option. From vlogging to photography, this camera does wonders, and I can see why people think it's so amazing and it's such a popular option. Anyways, that is all for today's video, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you guys hit that subscribe button, give this video a thumbs up if you liked it, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Let me know in the comments below what you guys would want to see next, what you guys are interested in, and I'll see what I can do. Alright guys, peace until next time. See ya.